Welcome to VLearn. This is session number 3 on software project management. In this session, we are going to cover topics: introduction on project planning, task in project planning, work breakdown structure, and the planning methods are PERT chart and Gantt chart. Now, the first is starting the introduction on the project planning. First is need to know why the project planning is required. Project planning is the key to complete a project successfully. Creating a project plan is the first thing you need to do when undertaking any kind of project. As you know, आप कुछ भी टास्क स्टार्ट करते हैं, कोई भी आपका गोल ऑब्जेक्टिव है, तो आपको कैसे स्टार्ट करना है, हाउ टू अचीव गोल विद इन टाइम, इट्स वेरी नेसेसरी. जैसे कि आपको पिछले सेशन में बताया गया है, प्लानिंग इज द वन थिंग दैट इज वेरी नेसेसरी फॉर द मैनेजमेंट टू अकम्प्लिश द टास्क. So the Harvard is soon come to realize that a good project plan that can save the considerable time, money, and headaches. So the current unit, this is the current session, will show the how the planning efficiently can be done here. So this is the task in the project planning includes are every project start with initiation in which project pros and cons are discussed. तो what are the क्या उनकी कमियां हैं, क्या फायदे रहेंगे, ये सब पहले डिस्कस किए जाते हैं. उसके बाद हम फिर वर्कआउट स्टार्ट करते हैं. एंड देयर आर मैनी मेथड अवेलेबल फॉर अकम्प्लिशिंग दिस प्लानिंग प्रोसेस एंड मैनी ऑफ देम आर यूज ग्राफिक ऑफ द वेरिंग टाइप्स. डिफरेंट ऐसी डिफरेंट मेथड्स यूज कर सकते हैं एंड ग्राफिक्स भी हैं थ्रू विच यू कैन आइडेंटिफाई. These are the information included in this the task of project planning. From the beginnings are the project start date, कब start होना है आपका task, project completion date when it target to complete the task, selection of the project methodology, आप किस method से इस project पे work करना start करेंगे, scope of the project in terms of phases of selected project methodology. That scope will contain your methodology on the project you are applying in terms of the phases which are come on different methods. And next is identification or selection of project review method to be used, which selection that you will use to be review the method, and the list of the tasks by project phases in order in which they must be accomplished. किस order से आप अपने task को complete करेंगे. Next, an estimate of the personnel necessary for accomplishing each task, how to each task to be achieved, and estimate the person available for accomplishing, कितने person आपके पास available है to achieve this task करने के लिए. Skills level necessary to perform each task, how many have the skill in the person to achieve that task is very important. And then is the task dependencies, on how many people are the task dependent to achieve the task. If there is the less number of dependencies, then task can be achieved very well. So which task can be performed in parallel, like one एक साथ हम कौन कौन से टास्क कर सकते हैं. If there is dependency, like एक टास्क जब तक खत्म नहीं होगा हम दूसरा काम शुरू नहीं कर सकते, तो that can be problem arises. If they work parallelly, can do many tasks, then it's a very good one. And the project control is required. And after that, the project cost estimation, how much cost will be required in developing all this project, and finally how much benefit to be achieved. And this is the scope planning and the work breakdown structure. Work breakdown structure, that is any task that is divided into sub tasks to be achieved better. So after completing scope planning, the next step is to further define the work by breaking it into the manageable pieces. जैसे कि हमारा एक सॉफ्टवेयर बनाने का अचीव करने का टास्क है, तो उसमें एक जो टॉप मैनेजर्स होते हैं वो डिफरेंट डिपार्टमेंट अलग अलग मैनेजर्स को टास्क ब्रेक करते हैं. एंड देन मैनेजर जो प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर वो एम्प्लॉयर्स को डिफरेंट टास्क ब्रेक करते हैं. तो दिस इज इन दिस वे द वर्क इज ब्रेक डाउन. सो बाय दिस व्हाट वी कैन गेट, it help to improve the accuracy of time, cost, and resource estimation. It define a baseline of performance measurement and the project control. That you know, आप अगर टास्क को स्मॉल पार्ट में डिवाइड कर सकते हैं तो आप इजिली परफॉर्मेंस कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं. प्रॉब्लम्स अराइज होना कम हो जाते हैं इस केस में. एंड नीड्स टू कम्युनिकेट क्लियर वर्क रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, आप किस तरीके से, ताकि वो इजिली कम्युनिकेट कर सकते हैं अपने टास्क को अचीव करने के लिए, दे कैन बी इजिली टू बी हैंडल टू देयर प्रॉब्लम. This is the diagram that represent how the task is divided. This is the retail website that is divided in the project management, that is the requirement gathering, design analysis, site software development, and testing production. This site is divided among these 5 group. And the further you see here, site development software is further categorized in this 4 tasks: HTML design and creation, backend software, graphic and interface, and the content creation. So you see, our main task is for the one divided in the 5 group, then further one group is further divided in the 4 group. And like if you say see one thing here, backend software is further categorized in the peoples are: one implement on database, one on the middleware development, one is the security system and catalog engine, and the transaction process. Through this way the work is break down from the starting to the end level. So through this way we can get the task efficiently in the better and the time way on time. We apply here work breakdown in the project management. Next is the planning method. Planning method are through which you plan according to the how to achieve the task. Are the two. One is the PERT chart and the Gantt chart. PERT chart is the graphical network model used to depict a project task and their interdependencies. ये आपका एक ग्राफिकल नोटेशंस होता है जिसके थ्रू आप इजीली आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं कि आपके कितने नंबर ऑफ टास्क डिपेंडेंसीज में है या कौन से आपके पैरेलली वर्क कर सकते हैं. थ्रू दिस यू कैन इजीली आइडेंटिफाई. And the Gantt chart, that a bar chart used to depict the project task and their time requirement. आपको एक टास्क को कंप्लीट करने के लिए कितना टाइम चाहिए, that can be easily depicted by the Gantt chart. Let's see about the Gantt chart. The Gantt chart is the type of bar chart that illustrates the project schedule. And after the PERT and CPM software project management analyze the completed and the following phases is to construct the Gantt chart and then to reallocate the resources and reschedule if necessary. As is required, they again reallocate and data and work it. And the Gantt chart have become a common technique for representing the phase and activity. And sorry, the slides move at the end level. Let's move again. Where was the here? We worked on the Gantt chart. Gantt chart have become a common technique for representing the phases and activity of project work breakdown structure. As I show you how the work can be break down, and it was introduced by the Henry Gantt around the 1910 to 1915. This was the diagrammatic representation of the Gantt chart. Like in this diagram, you see there was the task name in the vertical order, and in horizontal order you will see here number of month and days in which each task to be complete. Like suppose is the task A and there is the month March and date is given here to be achieved, and the next task B started and it take how much days. Similarly, when this task complete, next task started. When this complete, next task started. When this one complete, next task started. And you see easily in this diagram the task completed on which date and how much days it take to complete that task. So this Gantt chart can efficiently a graph bar chart through which you can identify which task take how much days and month to complete that task. There are some characteristics of the Gantt chart is that the bar in each row identify the corresponding task. The horizontal position of bar identify the start and end time of the task. जैसे कि आपको डायग्राम में हमने दिखाया कब ये स्टार्ट हो रहा है, इसकी लाइन जो स्टार्ट हो रही है, स्टार्टिंग डेट आइडेंटिफाई हियर व्हेन द ग्राफ लाइन स्टार्ट इट मींस स्टार्टिंग डेट, एंड व्हेन दिस लाइन इज एंड मींस इट्स एंडिंग डेट. Bar length represent the duration of the task. Task duration can be compared easily. How much bar take how many of time you can easily compare. Good for allocating resource and rescheduling. Precedence relationship can be represented using the arrows. Critical activities are useful highlighted. Slack times are represented using bar with denoted line, like you see in this previous diagram. the dotted line can be represented as lack of time, and the bar of each activity begin at the activity earliest start time, and the bar of each activity and at the activity of latest finish time. Next, there are some advantages and disadvantages of Gantt chart are. The advantages are it's the simple, good visual communication to the others, task duration can be compared easily, and good for scheduling resources. जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं, हमने डायग्राम में रिप्रेजेंट किया था, आप इजिली सिंपली आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं कि कौन सा टास्क कब स्टार्ट हुआ, कब खत्म हुआ, इजिली कम्युनिकेट कर सकते हैं कि हमें इस टास्क में खत्म होने में इतना टाइम एक्स्ट्रा लग रहा है, ड्यूरेशन कितनी लग रही है, शेड्यूलिंग आप उस अकॉर्डिंग कर सकते हैं. And disadvantages are dependency are more difficult to visualize. If the dependency are done, then it's very difficult, and the minor changes in the data can cause the major changes in the chart. आपके कहीं भी अगर कोई शेड्यूल में अगर चेंजेस करते हैं तो इसमें से पूरा चार्ट में डिस्टर्बेंस आ सकती है, सारे टाइमिंग शेड्यूल डिस्टर्ब हो सकता है. So this is the disadvantage of the Gantt chart. Next is the PERT chart. PERT is a technique that use optimistic time and pessimistic time and the realistic time that is not by hour. They are estimated to calculate the expected time or a particular task. In this PERT chart activity we identify कि हमें कितने टास्क को अचीव करने में कितना टाइम लग रहा है. Through this we also can estimate. The optimum time is what I denoted by the O, and the pessimistic time that reflect the minimum and maximum possible period of time. हमें कितना मैक्सिमम टाइम चाहिए इस टास्क को अचीव करने के लिए और कितना मिनिमम, ये सब हम इससे आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं. एंड द रियलिस्टिक टाइम आर दैट इज मोस्टली लाइकली टाइम दैट रिफ्लेक्ट द प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर बेस्ट गेस फॉर द अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द कंप्लीशन ऑफ द टास्क. दिस डायग्राम रिप्रेजेंट हाउ द टास्क टू बी अचीव. Simply take an example started from the A to last is the end with the J, and these are the activities represented by the circle, and the B is the task name. A started, then B, then C, and after the C you see the task can be divided at the D, E and F level, and from after the D, E, F it reach to the H level, and from H it can be go to I and then to J, and finally can be go from H to J. So there was the you see here the task can be achieved from these all activities, but main thing is that through the least number of time and in the best way how can we achieve the task. This diagram represents the critical path. Critical means most difficult and the time consuming and the cost containing is the path. Like from the first activity it take these are the very necessary in the serial. After the fourth, if we go through this D1 and go to this one, it take the maximum time of the 9. Like we see here the weightage is given here on each path. Here from A to given 3, so time take to here 3. After that B to take 2 means 3, if add 3 into we get 5, and if from 5 to we go take to C it takes 7, and after 7 if we go to D take 4, again added, then 7 is 14. After that we take the 8, it 7 take again 14, after reach to 8, and then 8 to reach 9 it take 19. So it take the maximum time here 19 by this path, and if we go directly it take less than by the as compared to this D1 path. So this is the red line which show is the critical path. So you will avoid to be use it. Through this PERT chart we can easily identify our critical path and the efficiency through which I can achieve the target. So the use of PERT chart can I hope by this diagram you have to very clear the use of PERT chart. We can use the PERT chart for determine the estimated time to complete the project, driving actual project date, allocating resources, identifying potential and current problem is the one task that is to be scheduled, and we can shuffle the people according to task, and the critical path that I already show you, the which take the maximum time and effort required by the user by the employees. So path is through the chart that can, if any deadline slips and the final deadline slip, these are the critical problems and arise in the critical path. So this was the way we through which we can achieve using the PERT chart. Thank you all this in this session. This is the exercise that you can try. What is the use of Gantt and the PERT chart, and what is the difference between them? What is the use of work breakdown structure? Thank you for this session.